Right. Hello, everybody. Hello, James, Apparition, Beatrice. Woo! Okay, we just came off of Cage of Obligations, but now let's get back to the main story. Hello, OA. Woo! When we last left our heroes, Burncastle. Burncastle! But it's now, we have finally hope Angie has finally rejoined the good guys, and she is going with Battler to face with the final showdown against Burncastle in the library. Meanwhile, now it looks like Beatrice is going to have to face off against Erika and her entire fleet of super goats on her own. I think we're probably going to do Beatrice's fight first. Who's going to win in the War of the Wives? Well, we'll see in the battle, just like the Battle of the Bastards in Game of Thrones. Well, we're going to see what happens. All right. I'm rooting for best girl, Beato! Woo! Okay, let's get back into it. Hello, Jokrono. Hello, Luce. Hello, G-chan. Hello, Doi. Hello, Guppy Force. Hello, Roms, by the way. Oh, please tell me if the music is, Please tell me if the music is too loud or too soft. If the game sound is too loud or too soft. Hello, T, Burncaster, and Armora. Another sigh-off. Yeah, everybody's right here again. Woo! Okay. Shannon and Cadden stood guard in front of the door to the Golden Land. Hello, Red Truth. They glared quietly and fearlessly at the eerie fleet of ships across the horizon. We'll see when someone speaks. Shannon slowly lifted her hands. We haven't seen these sprites in forever. My God. Cannon raised his right hand and a red blade appeared there. Are we going to see Cannon and Shannon fight for the first time since episode 4? Stop right there. I forbid you to come any closer. If you do, I'll kill you! They could see a single dinghy leaving the fleet and approaching them. They couldn't tell if it was a messenger or the first wave. It is just like the Halo Swords, Void Dweller. Hold on, let me just turn the sound a bit up, because it's... I know, not confession, but, Cage of Obligations had it a bit louder than usual, so I turned it down, so I'll turn it back up here. Please tell me if it's too loud. Shannon and Cannon watched it cautiously. at the head of that jigging road by goats stood Erika. Oh my god! Yeah, her expression she's just like standing there nonchalantly with a freaking pirate hat. What is this logo? What are you like part of the? Are you a One Piece character now, Erika? Army hearties! Where the heck did she get that thing from? Maybe she was trying to act the part of the fleet's leader. Erika was glaring at them and smiling aggressively with what appeared to be a pirate hat on her head. Oh my god! I've come to deliver our terms. And there will be room for negotiation. Please open the gate. Shannon and Cannon looked at each other. Erika was the one offering the steal. It wasn't likely to be anything agreeable. However, if they turned her away, the attack would probably begin at once. Oh my god. Since they were in a firmly inferior position, they wanted to buy time by any means they could. At Shannon's nod, Cannon erased his sword. The Golden Land was filled with a hard downpour, accompanied by occasional thunder. Erika, who realized that this weather spoke for their emotions, smiled even more boldly. At the center of the Golden Land was the arbor surrounded by the Golden Rose Garden. A large number of humans and illusions were there, arguing about something. I gotta read Apparition's quote here. Erika is saying, "I be picking the terms apart with these chopsticks! These! I, Erika, the greatest pirate to have ever lived!" Oh my god, Apparition, thank you for that one. Even without asking, it was easy to guess the nature of the debate by their anguished expressions. After all, in this life or death situation, they didn't have many options they could take. In the direction Erika was being led to, Beato stood waiting, accompanied by the Chester sisters' corps. When Erika, accompanied by her goat guards, saw Beato, she gave a bow that only appeared graceful. Beato followed suit and gave a graceful bow of the sort that was rarely seen from her. I am Beatrice, master of the Golden Land and the Golden and Endless Witch. Announce yourself. As though implying that she was more than happy to go through with this farce, Beato introduced herself boldly and requested that Erika do the same. We have been dispatched from the Great Witch of Theater Green Java and spectating this noble city of carefully selected books. I am the Witch of Truth, the commander of the library fleet, Army Hearties, which is committed to bestowing honor and protection to books. My name is Furuto Erika. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. By the way, I was your husband's first wife. Huh? What do you think about that? Shall we get down to business? You are the sorry. We of the library fleet dedicated to offering honor and protection to books have come to bring good news to you all. First,
名誉ある厳選されたる図書に認定されましたことを報告いたします。
I'd like to announce that after careful selection, the City of Books has acknowledged and accepted the game port created by the Endless Witch, Beatrice, as a great and honorable book.
Oh,
それは名誉なことである。
and that is indeed a great honor.
このゲーム版は非常に興味深く、かつ独創的で研究価値の高いものです。
That game board is a profoundly entertaining and original masterpiece, worthy of close study.
すべての市民に公開される価値のあるものです。
It deserves to be released for all of our subjects to read.
よって図書の都は我らにこのゲーム版に永遠の名誉と保護を与えることを命ぜられました。
And so, the City of Books has ordered us to grant eternal honor and protection to this game board, which we'll do by blowing the fuck out of it.
くどいし長い。
This is all quite long and boring.
とっとと本題を言え。
Get to the point.
本ゲーム版のすべてを名誉ある図書の都に譲渡することを要求します。
We demand that you hand the entirety of this game board over to the honorable City of Books.
これは本ゲーム版とその駒にとって最高の名誉と保護です。
Doing so will give this board and its pieces the greatest honor and protection imaginable.
嫌だと言った
And if we refuse?
すべての市民に共有されるべき名誉文化を私的独占する罪で告発されます。
You will be prosecuted for the crime of monopolizing a great cultural artifact that ought to be shared among all their subjects.
我々はあなたに対しすべての市民の権利と利益を保護するため攻撃を開始することを通告します。
We are here to notify you of the impending assault, one which will be waged by us to protect the benefits that are the rightful property of all subjects, not yours alone.
その攻撃で市民の共有財産が破壊されるのは構わぬのだ。
That's exactly what I was thinking. Are you not concerned that the shared property of all subjects might be destroyed in this assault of yours? This song reminds me of Syconia. Wait, wasn't this used in Syconia? This song was used in Syconia, wasn't it?
名誉図書保護法の規定により名誉文化私的独占を犯す犯罪者がこれを盾に籠城を試みる場合
Hello, Totally. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Weebo.
According to the Great Library Protective Regulations, when a criminal guilty of monopolization of a cultural artifact raises that objection as you have now done,
執行官隊は大法院の許可を持って保護より逮捕を優先することが許されます。
Oh, it is a different song. I see.
the executive fleet may prioritize arrest over its protective duties, as long as they obtain permission from the Great Court.
もちろん、すでに大法院の許可状はこちらにございます。
Of course, we have already obtained the Great Court's written authorization.
ついでにその逮捕は生死を問わぬと書いてありそうだな。
I imagine the word arrest is closely followed by dead or alive. Am I right?
おや、
My nine.
よくこんな小さい文字が読めますね。
I'm impressed that you can read this tiny letters.
では、茶番は以上です。
Now, enough fooling around.
ぶっちゃけ、どうします？
Let's hear your answer.
そなたの要求を飲むとどのような利点があるという？
What do we have to gain by accepting your conditions?
お互い無駄な仕事をしなくて済みます。
Both of us will be saved a troublesome task.
そしてあなたの勇敢にして名誉ある行為が図書の都にて誉れ高く終章に記されるでしょう。
Furthermore, your brave and noble acts will be recorded as a glorious final chapter in the City of Books.
分かってますよね。
You do understand, right?
あなたは絶対勝てません。
You have no chance of winning.
これは戦いでさえない。
This isn't even a fight.
井戸の底で上を見上げるあなたに石をぶつけるだけの一方的なものなのですから。
It's just you, sitting there at the bottom of a well, while people throw stones at you.
わらわに選べるのは図書館の魔女たちがわらわの最後をいかに記すかだけというわけ。
So, you claim that I have the power to choose nothing except how the library witches will record my final moments.
あとはあなた次第です。
The rest depends on you.
もしあなたがこのゲーム版を愛おしく思うなら報復すべきです。
If you treasure this game board, you ought to surrender.
駒たちは末永く大勢の市民に愛され、その役目を永遠に続けることができるでしょう。
The pieces will be treasured by many loyal subjects for all time, and will be able to continue their roles on into eternity.
つまりは好き放題に生み出した惨劇を永遠に繰り返すということ。
In other words, the tragedies I created at will shall repeat forevermore.
あんたがしてきたことと何か違うの？
How is that any different from what you've been doing so far?
ない。
It isn't.
以上
Is there anything else?
ならばわらわの答えを聞かせる。
If not, allow me to give you my answer.
どうぞ。
Go ahead.
Erika tensed slightly. Oh boy, let's hear this! After all, this was the great Lady Beatrice she was dealing with. Yeah, you don't fuck with Beato! She might shout, "Here is my answer," dramatically and do something crazy. Alright, so basically that seems like she's not going to if they're saying that right there. They say a cornered rat is the most likely to bite a cat. Furthermore, Erika had intel telling her that the great Lady Lambda Delta, Witch of the Senate, had been spending her time inside the Golden Land, the only other theater-goer. Erika needed to carry out this noble task that her master had assigned her, and she had to carry it out perfectly. If she was honest, she wanted to make Beato raise a white flag, even by trickery if necessary. So even this was a farce, she held back from giving any unneeded provocation. She gulped and tried to size Beato up. And then, with a pathetic expression on her face, Beato let out a sigh.
素直に言う。
I'll be honest.
わらわはもう疲れた。
The truth is, I'm tired.
それはどういう意味です？
What do you mean by that?
わらわのゲームはバトラとの戦いを終えた時点ですでにその目的を終えている。
Sorry. My game had already achieved its purpose when my fight with Battler ended.
なのにその後の都合で何度もゲームが繰り返されたのだ。
And yet, for various reasons, the game has repeated several times since then.
わらわは正直もう疲れている。
To be perfectly honest, I am tired of it.
正直全く想像していないお返事でした。
To be honest, that isn't the answer I was expecting at all.
では降伏なさると？
She didn't say that, Erika.
So, do you want to surrender?
本気で？
Really?
ぶっちゃけるとどっちでもよい。
Simply put, I don't care either way.
降伏でもそなたらに討ち取られるのでもどっちでもよい。
It doesn't matter whether I surrender or whether we're vanquished by you.
わらわは誰の手であっても構わぬからこのゲーム版とその物語が幕を下ろすことを望んでいる。
I simply wish to have the curtain closed on this game board and tale, regardless of who does the deed. Of course, that was a lie. She knew she couldn't win even if she fought. For now, their best option was to play for time. They would fix Erika's attention to this spot, and during that time, Battler and the others would steal the key from Bernkastel, while she was completely off her guard. Yeah, Beato, from liar to liar, you know exactly what to do. Once they had the key, they would return to the Golden Land, use that key to let Angie open the door to the future, and see her off. That was their goal line. Everything that happened after that would be inside the cat box. Angie would live on into the future with hope. No one would know whether Beato and the others were alive or dead. That was enough. The only strategy Beato and the others could use to achieve this was to buy time.
降伏してくれるなら拍子抜けではありますが、私も手間が省けて助かります。
I was talking about me and Beatrice, Ramj.
If you do surrender, it may be a bit of an anticlimax, but it will save me a lot of trouble. And my god, are the theater-going witches gonna be pissed off about something like that? Seriously. I don't even get to whip out my scythe or anything. Jeez Louise.
ところがそう綺麗にはいかんのだ。
But, well, it is not quite so simple.
だな、ここだけの話なのだが。
You see, and this is just between you and me, by the way.
そなたも存じておろうが、大ラムダデルタ教がご滞在されている。
As you may know, the great Lady Lambda Delta is staying here.
今日は我らにドラマチックなクライマックスを提供せよとだな。わがままを申されている。
She is, pushing us to show her a dramatic climax.
それはひどいわがままですね。
That's a pretty cool win to force on someone.
10万の兵力を要する我が艦隊にすでに解き終えたパズルみたいな絞りパスのあんたたちがほんの数十人で。
How are a few wimpy people in what's basically an already solved puzzle supposed to fight against our fleet?
どう抵抗をさせようというのです
With its hundreds of thousands of troops.
そうなのだ、そうなのだ。
Very true. Very true.
戦力差は圧倒的。
The gap in strength is overwhelming.
戦いにさえならぬと我らは言っておるのだがな。
We told her that it wouldn't even be a fight, but
ラムダデルタ教が彼女の友人たちを集めて共闘するから徹底抗戦せよと言って聞かぬのだ。
well, Lady Lambda Delta didn't listen and just said she would bring some of her friends to support us, so we should just fight with everything we had.
ラムダデルタ教のご友人
Lady Lambda Delta's friends?
Unlike Bernkastel or kept to herself, Lambda Delta had many, many friends.
Yeah, I get around a lot.
Her friends and patrons were either territory lords of great influence who came from all over the place, or else monsters that had become legends in their own lifetimes. In all seriousness, her so-called fan club had enough size and influence that it could have suddenly declared itself a separate country in the Sea of Fragments without anyone being overly surprised.
That's the power of Larry D, baby.
困ったことにラムダデルタ教はやる気満々でな。
This is quite a problem for us, with Lady Lambda Delta all ready for action.
さっきから勝手に各地に電話を繰り返し友人知人を呼びつけておるのだ。
Without any regard for us, she keeps calling up friends and acquaintances on the phone from all over the place, telling them to come over. Of course, this was all a lie. Lambda Delta had turned into a small candy comet and was now shooting towards the city of books. I'm just picturing that! With Battler and Angie in tow! Oh my god, I am just picturing that. And it is so fucking hilarious. So to make sure that Lambdas, Deltas, and Battlers' absences were not noticed, everyone was crowded around the arbor, pretending to argue furiously with each other. Battler-sama, give us your decision. We, the Seven Sisters of Purgatory, are prepared for death at any time!
I firmly oppose taking a last stand that would lead to our deaths. What could possibly be gained by dying?
How can you be such a coward? It is inconceivable that we should live on in shame as prisoners! There are times when the mere fact of being alive gives one opportunities. Yes, indeed. A short temper makes a bad leader.
Battler, if you call yourself a man, now's the time to act like one. A great Lambda Delta Sama is even willing to help out, right? I agree. These are the times when a man has to make a tough decision. In many cases, the timing of a decision is more valuable than the decision itself.
If we surrender, they might not be violent.
You can't be serious. Weren't you supposed to be a male lion? Where are your fangs now? If death awaits us regardless, I would rather die as a wolf than a pig. Are you stupid? Are you saying you want to die like a dog?
It all depends on the strength of the support Lambda Delta San can provide.
Lambda Delta San, are your friends really strong enough to win against them? It's a bet. We'll either surrender and die, or we'll lose a bet and die. Interesting. In that case, our chances for survival must be higher if we take that bet. An honorable surrender will surely cause the Great Court to show mercy.
They're backed by the Senate, aren't they? Sure, they'll hem and haw. We'll all see the guillotine in the end.
Anyway, let's all come down. Cool your heads. Just checking the stream. Okay. I'm opposed to letting our emotions control us. Why don't you calm down first? We have another possible strategy. Mutually assured destruction. We might not be able to win, but if we can convince them that we plan on taking enough of them with us, that might force our opponents to show restraint. So basically, if they are determined to attack, we'll let them know we are going down without doing some damage first. I'll give them the old 1-2.
Oh, Lambda Delta's friends are incredible! She knows lots and lots of witches, beasts, demons, and gods, all of which have really, really huge legends and histories.
しまうよ。
Even if their ships outnumbered the stars in the sky, LambdaDelta's friends would wipe them out with a single blast. Rah rah! Fight the power!
What do you think, Magical Goda Chef?
Will this really work?
私たちの演技蹴取られないでしょうか。
She hasn't seen through her act yet, has she?
Shut up, Goda! For the love of God!
問題ない。
It is working.
お前ももっと語気を強めて喋るのだ。
You must speak more forcefully as well.
無礼講に行け。
Do not worry about politeness.
腰抜けどもめ。
Enough, you gutless swine!
最後に一花咲かせてやろうという気概はないのか。
Do you lack the backbone to finish with a bang?
ちょっとお待ちください。
Hold on!
戦いを望まぬ者がいることもお忘れなく。
Jesus Christ, Goda! What the fuck? Goda, what the actual fuck? Natsuhi! Shut this guy up.
Don't forget that some of us are opposed to fighting.
私は降参が良いかと思います。
I think we should surrender.
何？
What?
ゴーダー！この敗北主義者め！
Goda! You loser-loving fool!
痛い親方様、演技出すのであいた。
Oh, Master! It's just an act! Yeah!
I see.
さあ議論も盛り上がってきたね。
Well, it looks like the debate has gotten quite heated.
私たちは降伏かしら。
So will we surrender?
当選かしら。どうなのかしら。
Or will we fight back? Which will it be?
それは誰にもわからない。
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
個人的にはわらわは降伏を望んでいる。
Personally speaking, I would like to surrender.
どうせ役目を終えるのなら、せめて自分が生み出したこのゲーム版はそのままに保存されることを望む。
If my role will end either way, I would prefer that my game board be preserved the way I made it.
もうこれ以上わらわのゲーム版をラムダデルタ教に好き放題されるのはごめんなのでな。
I could not bear to have Lady Lambda Delta continue to use it however she pleases.
Yeah, Goda really is just really... He is just a complete bystander to this whole thing.
こちらこそごめんです。
We don't want that either. We want a fight.
あんたとは戦いに来ましたが、ラムダデルタ教のご友人は私の相手の度を超えます。
I came here to fight you, but I know much for Lady LambdaDelta's friends.
Secretly, Erika was getting worried by these complicated developments, and she was relieved that she hadn't pushed too hard earlier on. She wanted to flatter Beato and end this with a bloodless takeover. Even the great Lady Lambda Delta probably wouldn't seriously think of picking a fight with the Senate. Her motive was probably something much more trivial, a simple desire to watch the game's board's final fireworks from a front row seat. However, if she really did have some fireworks of her own prepared, it was at least possible that this could turn into a ruckus that Erika would have no chance of quelling. Beato saw all of this going on in Erika's mind, so she continued to act with an even more pathetic expression on her face. Even among witches, her acting ability was top-notch. Hell yeah!
そなたもどうか力を貸してはくれぬか。
Might you be willing to lend us some of your strength?
わらわのゲーム版が美しい姿のまま保存されるように。
So that my game board's beauty will be preserved.
やはり あの賑やかな御人を客人として招いたのは失敗だった。
Oh, truly, it was a great error to invite that busybody as a guest.
Oh my god, that is so cute!
わかりました。
I understand.
私もことを荒立てずに済むならそうしたいです。
I'd like to end this quietly too if I can.
私はどのような協力をすれば？
So, how can we work together?
わらわたちはさっきから降伏か交戦か議論を続けている。
For some time now, we have been arguing over whether we should surrender or resist.
わらはもうそれに戻り降伏を主張し、ラムダデルタ教にこのゲーム版を壊してしまうような大騒ぎはやめてほしいと頼むつもりだ。
I intend to return to them and propose that we surrender and ask Lady Lambda Delta not to do anything that might destroy the game board.
それは助かります。
That would please me very much.
で、どうしろと？
So what should I do?
わらわたちに議論の時間を保証してほしい。
I would like you to guarantee that we have the necessary time to debate the matter.
何しろそなたらの船がぐるりと取り囲み威圧しているのだからな。
After all, your ships are surrounding and pressuring us at the moment.
いつ攻撃されるかもわからぬと緊張感に耐えかねて皆破れかぶれになっておるのだ。
Everyone is so tense at the thought that we may be attacked at any time that they're falling apart.
だからそなたが我らに議論の時間を保証してくれれば一同も冷静になれる時間を取り戻せるだろう。
So if you guarantee that we will have enough time to discuss this amongst ourselves, everyone will surely be able to keep their composure during that time.
我らもラムダデルタ教を説得できる十分な時間を得られる。
Oh my god, James, thank you. I just realized. It's a double pun. Erika's pirate symbol. It's two puns. First of all, it's a cat with a, oh my god, representing Bernkastel, and with the crossbones are chopsticks. And second of all, Umineko, sea cats. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. That is an amazing pun. That is an amazing visual pun. Oh my god. Oh my god. Seriously. I just love Erika's like nonchalant expressions while wearing that like ridiculous pirate hat. Seriously. Oh my god.
Furthermore, I will have enough time to convince Lady Lambda Delta.
いいでしょ
Very well.
う。時間はいかほど必要です？
About how long do you need?
できれば気前よく無制限とはいかぬか。
Ah, it's a cute face.
Would you be gracious and avoid giving a specific time limit?
期限があれば結局は残り時間が少なくなるとまたみんな破れかぶれになり過激な意見に統一されてしまう。
If a time limit is imposed, everyone will just fall apart again as the limit nears, possibly leading to a more radical decision.
そりゃそうですね。
You have a point there.
導火線で大事なのは火がついているかいないかです。
Oh, that is a really cool idea, Vince, to play Pirate Warriors during this. That is amazing.
The most important thing about fuse is whether it's lit or not.
その議論の前に導火線の長さなどどうでもいいことでしょうから。
The length of the fuse is a trivial matter.
ではしばし時間をもらえるか。
In that case, will you give us the time we need?
わかりました。
Understood.
議論の時間を保証します。
I guarantee that you'll have time to discuss it.
ただし、無期限ではありません。
However, that time won't be unlimited.
私はここで皆さんの議論を聞きながら待たせてもらいます。
I'll wait here and listen in on your discussion.
それがそのだな、そなたの姿が見えていてはやはり皆緊張してしまって。
Well, as far as that goes, it is true that your mere presence here has everyone on edge. Who could ever think quietly in the face of Erika Baruto, the greatest detective, pirate, savior, warrior, scythe wielder who ever lived?
私はすでに譲歩をしました。
Well, when you put it that way, I've already made my concessions.
今度はあなたが私に譲歩をする番ではありませんか？
Isn't it your turn now?
They were some distance away from the arbor, but it was just close enough to give a general idea of what was going on. It was far enough that they just might be able to hide the fact that Battler and Lambda Delta were missing. It was far enough for them to convincingly act like this. It was a white-hot argument in gridlock. If it were possible, they would rather have kept Erika at an even greater distance. They had planned to set up a seat of honor for their guest at one of the far corners of the garden maze.
何か問題でも？
Is there some sort of problem?
わかったわかった。
Okay, okay.
そう怖い顔をするでない。
Don't make such a scary face.
なら、ここでしばらく待つがよい。
In that case, please wait here.
秘密会議であるからな。
This is a confidential conference.
そなたはだな、その
So you must,
この線よりこちらに来てはならぬぞ。
come no closer than this line. Beatrice drew a line in the ground with her foot.
わらわの顔も立てよ。
Help them see me in a good light.
そなたがこれだけ寛大な配慮をしてくれたことは、わらわにとって何よりの武器となるのだ。
Hello, Wing Bullet. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Sharon. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Bats. If it's clear that I have obtained a generous agreement from you, that will be a powerful weapon in my hands in the debate.
椅子もらえます？
Could I get a chair at least?
わかったわかった。
Yes, of course.
シエスタ隊よ。すぐにエリカ殿にお椅子と傘を。
Yes, troops. Bring Lady Erika a chair and umbrella at once.
手拭いもな。
And a hand towel too.
わらわが自ら拭いてピカピカにしてから差し上げようぞ。
I'll wipe it nice and clean for you.
Ah, finally the respect I deserve.
I love that! Oh my god! That was I love that. She's like holding it in. It's like, how much longer do I have to be nice to this cretin? Milady, have there been any developments in our negotiations?
今年の主演女優賞はわらわで決まりだぞ。
If anything's certain, it's that I'll be winning this year's prize for Best Actress!
さすがベアトリーチェ様。
That's our Beatrice, Emma!
僕たちにできることは激論を交わし紛糾し
All we can do is argue fiercely, squabble amongst ourselves,
ことがこじれれば面倒なことになると演出することだけだ。
and make it look like things will turn for the worse if negotiations break down. Indeed!
これもまたバトラーたちを援護する戦いである。
This is yet another fight to support Battler's group.
皆気を引き締めよ。
Get yourselves ready, everyone!
本気で激論し罵倒せよ。
Let us argue and insult with all we have! Let's do what will show me its do best!
良いの。
Got it!
はい、親方様。
The voice actor for Goda. Oh my god.
Yes, master.
The sight of Goda, his cheek red and swollen from being pinched, made everyone snort, but they quickly covered their mouths and put fingers to their lips. Then everyone nodded at each other, and the fake arguments resumed. Erika was sitting in the chair that the Jester sisters had brought her, filling a goat in on the details of their discussions. The ghost would probably return and tell the rest of the fleet. Well, I mean, Victor Marcello, she's already dead, so it's not like it could harm her health. The fleet would tell Bernkastel, and Bernkastel might think of some plan to deal with the situation, or give new orders. The conversation with the goat ended, and it spun around. It would return to the dinghy and report on this to the fleet. It slipped out from a rosebush and passed through the garden maze, heading towards the door that led outside. Is it really okay to let that goat reach the boats? If it goes back, Erika's report will reach Bernkastel's ears. The Chiester sisters spoke through a secret channel that only they could use.
2秒に 2 seconds, Nia.
音も許さないに
Won't even be a sound, Nia.
もうじきエリカの認識半径を抜けます
It's just about to leave Erika's sphere of awareness.
船頭のヤギの認識半径に到達するまでの推定10秒間暗殺は実行可能です
Estimated 10 seconds before it reaches the gold button sphere, so assassination can be carried out successfully.
ベアトリーチェ卿
Lady Beatrice,
暗殺許可を
your permission to assassinate, if you please.
やれますエリカに気取らせません
We can do it. Erika will sense nothing.
許可しない
You do not have permission.
軍師が制限時間を切らずに船を出ると思うか
Did you think an envoy would leave their ship without setting a time limit?
連絡がなくば決められた時間の後に攻撃を開始せよと命じられているはず
The fleet probably has orders to attack if it isn't contacted within a certain period of time.
そのヤギを見逃せ
Let that goat go.
W 了解
Double O, understood. The goat passed through the door. Then, after receiving a silent bow from Shannon and Cannon, it got on the dinghy and returned to the fleet. The fleet would probably follow Erika's orders and stand by until an attack order was given. That gave the residents of the Golden Land a chance to assassinate Erika. But of course, that wasn't going to be possible, practically speaking. She was Bernkastel's greatest underling, and a witch who controlled truth. Tricking her was all they could hope for. Anything else would be overconfident. Well, technically, Void Dweller, yes, arrows do 3 times damage with sneak attacks, though, but if you have the gloves with the assassination perk, then they'll do 9 times damage. And the perk will multiply with that as well, so, you know, everything will just stack. And it gets to the point where pretty much any kind of stealth attack will kill any enemy, which is why you always play Stealth Archer in the end, because it's just the most practical thing to eventually end up as. Tricking her was all they could hope for. Anything else would be overconfident. Hello, Ruka. Welcome to the stream.
あんたたちも座ったらどうです
Why don't you all have a seat too?
我らのことはお構いなくであります
You need have no worries about us.
without any hint that she had just been talking about assassinations. 00 stood upright with her hands clasped behind her back. Surrender or resist until the end? The false argument resumed. Just how far and how long would they be able to trick Erika? Yes, the final fight for the Golden Land had already begun.
Battler.
Battler,
ここは我らに任せよ。
you can count on us to handle things here.
そなたはエンジェと最後のゲームを取り返すのだ。
It's time for you and Angie to take this final game back. Oh, this is one freakishly huge library.
この一冊一冊に私たちのような物語が記されてるんですって。
I've heard that each one of these books has a tale like ours inside it.
ここは神様の世界だな。
After all, this is a world of gods.
あんたたち風情が立ち入っていい場所じゃないってことが。
You can tell at a glance that it's no place for scum like you to be in, right?
After passing through the barrier, the three of them had finally made it inside the City of Books. For some time, they were overcome by the countless otherworldly sights before them, but they quickly remembered their original objective.
Now listen up, guys. You've already passed the point of no return. I can't take you back to the Golden Land, because then that would ruin the story. You can't go back to the shops and buy more potions. You are officially in the final boss's castle.
いい？
Are you listening to me?
まず勘違いしないでほしいの。
First off, don't get the wrong idea.
あんたたちはベルンと戦いに来たわ。
You two came here to fight Burn.
でもそれはベルンと直接戦って倒すとかそういう意味じゃないんだからね。
But that doesn't mean walking up to her and attacking her directly, okay?
分かってる。
We know.
そもそも
In the first place,
サイベアドリーチェと互角にあんたが戦えたのはゲーム版の上で互角なルールに守られて戦っていたからよ。
you were only able to fight the great Beatrice on an even footing because the game board protected you with rules that made it that way. And she was a regular witch! Friggin' Birdie Burns is a friggin' Voyager! She's a whole order of magnitude higher! She could squash you into a pancake 50,000 times over in less than half a second!
ゲーム版を出れば
If you leave the game board,
あんたなんかバチンって叩かれて手のひらのシミになる程度の存在なんだからね。
you're more like something that'll leave a small stain on her palm when she swats you.
それを忘れるんじゃないわよ。
Don't forget that. Got it?
そうよね。
Makes sense.
ここはもう私たちの知るゲーム版じゃない。
This isn't the game board we're familiar with.
俺たちは戦いに来たんじゃない。
We didn't come here to fight.
取り戻しに来ただけだ。
We came here to take something back with us.
そういうこと。
Exactly.
一なる真実の書の公開を妨げること。
You're here to prevent the book of that single truth from being exposed to the public.
それだけが目的であんたたちの戦いなんだからね。
That's your only goal, your only fight.
そこを勘違いしちゃダメよ。
You better not be confused about that.
Battler and Angie nodded to show their understanding.
一なる真実の書はパーティーのど真ん中に堂々と飾られてるから奪い返すのは不可能よ。
The book of the single truth itself is being displayed openly in the middle of the party. So stealing that would be impossible.
でも式次第によると鍵が入場してくることになってる。
However, bringing in the key is going to be a big part of the ceremony.
ということは、鍵は別の場所に保管されているわけか。
Which means that the key must be stored in a different place.
Yep, this is gonna be a sneaking mission.
そこが無防備という保証はないけどね。
But there's no guarantee that it'll be undefended.
あとはあんたたちの運次第よ。
After that, it's all up to your luck.
せいぜい幸運を祈るのね。
I hope it's good for your sakes. Jesus Christ. I got sneaking missions in the brain. Don't make me call you and say Battler. Battler! Battler! Da 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 da. Da da da.
隠れて。
Oh, hide!
Lambda Delta pulled her head back from around the corner of a bookshelf. The others hurriedly followed suit. In the distance, they saw emerald green lights floating around about and leaving trails.
Those are Burn's cat familiars.
今日はあちこちを巡回して見張っているわ。
She's got them patrolling all over the place today.
私たちが来ることも読まれてる。
Did she guess that we would come?
違うわ。
No. But be careful. If they spot you, you'll have to fight them. And they'll call in reinforcements. But if you hide in your box in a corner, there's a chance that the reinforcements won't find you, and they'll just go back to their regular patrols. Personally, I like doing this like 50 times in a row, because it gets hilarious, but we don't have that kind of time!
ここは広大だからね。
Don't forget how huge this place is.
迷子になるアンポンタンな来客を迷子センターにお連れするためのスタッフ猫よ。
Those are staff cats. Out looking for idiot guests who've gotten lost so they can be taken to the lost children area.
俺たちが行きたいのは迷子センターじゃねえからな。
And that's not where we want to go at the moment.
見つかりそうになったらやる？
If it looks like one's about to find us, should we take them out?
よした方がいいわ。
I'd advise against it.
よその領地やゲーム版ならともかく。
Maybe if this were some other territory or game board.
ここはベルンのホームグラウンドよ。
But this is Bernie Burns' home base!
あの猫一匹で猛獣の群れに囲まれたくらいの危機感を持つことね。
That single cat should make you as scared as being surrounded by a crowd of vicious beasts. So, I will give you these cardboard boxes as protection.
しかも猫よ。
Plus, they're cats.
勘も鋭いし仲間も呼ぶわ。
They've got good senses, and they'll call for their friends.
気取られたらその時は覚悟しなさい。
If they spot you, you better be prepared for what happens next.
私も助けないからね。
Now, if they spot you, you kill it immediately, hide the body in a locker, and remember the cardboard box. That's key. I'm not going to save you. I'll just yell your name over the codec.
あんたたちをここへ連れ込んだだけでかなり厄介。
Just getting you here has been troublesome enough.
私が降参すれば。
If I surrender,
裸にひんむかれて最悪のゲロカスかけら巡り100年くらいで許してもらえるかも。
I might get off the hook with being stripped naked and thrown into the worst sort of grabby fragment for just a century.
素敵だわ。私にもベルンの気持ちがちょっとは理解できるようになるかもね。
How wonderful. I think I can sympathize with Burns' feelings a bit now.
Lambda Delta wasn't laughing. Most likely, even this punishment she spoke of was pretty optimistic. Even though she keeps saying that she won't help anymore. She's already risking everything.
決
Why?
まってんでしょ。
Isn't it obvious?
Lambda Delta brushed her hair back and grinned.
あんたたちが最高のハッピーエンドを見せてくれるからでしょうが。
It's because you're gonna show me that perfect happy ending! Woo! I'm going for the true ending, baby! No neutral ending or like Battler ending or Ange ending or Beatrice ending or some kind of, you know, oh, you almost got the right ending crap, but you missed one choice way back in chapter 4, so that all the flags didn't click. No! I've had it with this bullshit! I'm looking at you, Steins Gate! Okay, here's what you do. Angie, you pump fake right to the left. Battler, you run straight up the middle. I'll pass the ball to you. Then Angie will act as a diversion, thinking she has the ball. Then, when no one's looking, Battler, you run into the end zone and score a touchdown!
What are you even saying? I thought we were doing a sneaking mission?
Yeah, I don't know what she's saying either.
Ah, forget it!
Lambda Delta hugged their heads at the same time, making their foreheads bonk together.
You'd better show me, for certain!
Oh.
Yeah.
見せてやるぜ。絶対のハッピーエンド。
We'll certainly show you a happy ending.
We'll certainly take this cat box back.
Oh, let's go! This way, and swim quietly.
The three of them swam out into the darkness of the deep ocean trench that was the City of Books. In the massive, vast trench of bookshelves, they vanished into the darkness almost immediately. The library defied the common sense of the human world. The City of Books. The word city was no exaggeration. I gotta say, this is a badass final boss lair. And it was filled with the green glowing eyes of Berncastle's countless cat familiars. Hello, Lunatic Thinker! Welcome to the stream! I don't think I've seen you. Trying to count them would be almost as crazy as counting all the fish in the ocean. They formed schools that swam all over the place, on the lookout for any fools who might miraculously have managed to slip in and disturb their master's party. Jeez, that freaking animation again. If Battler's group was found, the cats were reported instantly. They would probably form a pack, open their large mouths, and swallow them in a single gulp. There would be no fight. In this place, Battler's party would be swallowed like tiny fishes if they were discovered. It's a pretty badass song. The warships surrounding the Golden Land were well more than 100 strong. Each of them had dozens of cannons pointing at the door to the Golden Land. The goats that packed the decks of the ships numbered in the tens of thousands. Each one of them carried enough anti-magic toxin in their fangs to completely deny one of the game board pieces. Hello, Michael Pierre. Welcome to the stream. This time, they would chew apart and eat away everything. The crowd of goats unleashed their rotten breath and dangling drool. Things are getting epic as shit! Oh my god. At that time, Erika, who wanted to avoid trouble and hoped Beato would be able to convince Lambda Delta to surrender peacefully, was sitting alone, calmly enjoying the tea Renove had poured for her. Of course, even Erika wasn't planning to give them unlimited time. In her time, she had already decided to allow them 3 yawns before stepping in. That fucking hat. You realize what this means, that Erika specifically cut holes into the back of that hat for her pigtails to go through. Like she had to, or else her hair would not make any sense. Either that, or that hat is literally only the front half of a hat that just has a strap in the back of it.
This actually isn't so bad. Getting to watch Beatrice try and convince everyone as they call her a coward in the view there.
あの短気だったお嬢様がよくぞここまで大人になられたものです。
Indeed. It is impressive that our short-tempered mistress has managed to become such an adult.
What's so funny?
いいえ、失礼いたしました。
Oh, pardon me.
次の紅茶はいかがです？
Are you ready for another cup?
古今東西、あらゆる名茶をどうかごゆっくりお楽しみくださいませ。
Please feel free to enjoy a collection of great teas from across the globe at your leisure.
This is amazing.
ベアト側について徹底抗戦。
Oh my god. Okay, you know, guys, I just have to go for a brief bathroom break. I will be right back because I do not want to miss any of this. Oh my god, this is so fucking amazing, you guys! Yes, I have played Skyrim before. I have over 600 hours logged into it in Steam, and I have a couple hundred hours logged onto it way back in the Xbox 360 days. Alright, I'm back. Let's get back into the story. Okay. Woo! Yeah, I have like hundreds of mods, yeah, basically. In Skyrim. Yeah, don't give money to Bethesda. Bethesda today, especially. Bethesda kind of sucks nowadays. I know, Skyrim is far from a perfect game, but honestly, I just love fucking around in it, seriously. Yeah, it really, I don't know. There's something about Skyrim that you just come back to. It's just, it has a lot of problems, but the mods really keep it going, honestly. Like, the mods are really what keep it going. Oh my god, bats. Alright, let's get back to the story. Lambda is leading Beato's side in an all-out resistance. Oh, she is not getting snoo for quite a while.
仲間を集めて
And she's gathering her friends.
まさか冗談でしょ
Is this a joke? The messenger cat shook its head, then continued to dispassionately meow its report. I can just imagine that scene!
ラムダだってそこまでバカじゃない
Even Lambda isn't that stupid.
アウアウを敵に回すような真似をすればどういうことになるかわからない子じゃないはずよ
She should know what it means to have Ao as her enemy. Even as she said this, Berncastle was chewing away at her thumbnail.
あの子ああ見えて妙な友人が多いのよ
Despite how she looks, that kid has a lot of strange friends.
それもとびきりの化け物で物好きな連中ね
And they're all oddly curious, crazy monsters.
それでも元老院に立てつく側につくのよ
Even so, to take up arms against the Senate, that's kinda hot. It was possible. She could think of many monsters among Lambda Delta's friends who would love to see a losing side gain support and make a comeback victory. Before she realized it, the finger Berncastle was biting was covered with sweat.
やりかねない
She could do it, that bitch.
あの子たまに本当にバカだから
She really is a moron sometimes after all!
電話よ早く
Get me a phone, quickly! The cat leapt away, then flew back with a phone and receiver.
あの子の友人たちに電話するわ
I'm going to call up her friends and tell them mean things about her.
バカなゲームに関わらないようにって警告しなくちゃ
I have to warn them not to get involved in this stupid game.
電話番号
This is hilarious. Phone numbers.
なんで私って番号登録してないのよ
Cause you don't have any friends, Berncastle. You're a bitch. Well, I don't have any phone numbers saved in here.
私
Oh my god! Oh my god! I guessed it right again! Alright, I have no friends.
電話のお作法って最初はもしもしでよかったんだったかしら
How are you supposed to greet people over the phone? Does hello work? Oh my god. Oh my god. The golden key was being kept in a room inside. So many new backgrounds in this episode. It's insane. My god. Like the City of Books has like maybe like 10 backgrounds all on its own, and it only appears in the final half of the final story here. Freaking incredible. The golden key was being kept in a room inside of the City of Books. However, perhaps room wasn't a fitting word to use. It was large enough that you could probably fit 2 domed baseball stadiums in if you tried. Wow, jeez. Even so, in this city, these were called rooms. Floating in the center of this vast room were several sacred magic circles. Wrapped around by these magic circles was Angie's gold key. Surrounding these were countless emerald green stars, which looked like a slowly revolving planetarium. The eyes that numbered the same as the stars were all glaring in the same direction.
いやーね怖い目をして
Oh, Beatrice is still alive! I thought she had died. Really? I thought she died when Angie died the first time. Huh. Jeez. Come on! Don't look at me like that!
私は味方でしょ忘れた
I'm on your side, did you forget? Oh my god, is she gonna do a heel face turn? Is she gonna help Battler and Angie? Oh my god. Is she gonna help Battler and Angie? I bet she is. Cause now, oh my god. I bet she is. Right, I know she gave Angie the bell, but I thought she had died after that. I didn't know she was gonna be alive. I hope she helps in the fight against Bernkastel. One of the cats cat-paddled towards Eva, meowing that no one was allowed to enter this room. Lady Bernkastel has ordered me to guard that key. So why don't you leave this to me and get lost? After looking at each other with suspicious eyes, the cats glared at Beatrice again, as though saying they hadn't heard any such order. By the way, cats have pretty soft bodies, don't they? Hell yeah! Makes them much easier to chew. Alright! Her signature spiderweb attack. Beatrice lifted up her golden staff, and the floor and the ceiling of the vast room were covered with red lines. She's good at fighting groups. The reaction from the cast was lightning fast. They realized instantly that this was hostile behavior. Woo! Yes! We got Beatrice on our side. That should really help even the playing field. The entire emerald green constellation writhed and became a single massive deep-sea fish, which charged at Beatrice with its cavernous mouth open wide. However, at the same time, the red lines on the floor and ceiling, the massive spiderweb pinched itself together and crushed the fish, twisted it, spun it around and around, and compressed it into the size of a small ball. Woo! Hell yeah, Beatrice! Then that ball-shaped thing burst open, leaving nothing left. It all happened in an instant. There it is! There's her famous line. If only you just give up and die! The witch hunters were holding a convention in the event hall. After all, when officially Eva's diary was opened, the endless cat box would be lost, along with the countless imagined stories that had entertained them for so long. So this final convention was a time for them to air the best theories one last time. While the opening of the cat box did give them a slightly lonely feeling, they couldn't contain their excitement as that term again, intellectual rapists, not when they knew that the Rokujima mystery was finally going to be solved once and for all. If that box were opened, a single girl would be hurt. However, their jaws and fangs couldn't care less. The witch-hunting goat nobles kept licking their lips, wanting to chew apart the guts of Beatrice's cat box as soon as they could. I bet it's their theories that are the goats. That are the goats in Erika's fleet. Seated atop a solemn throne so tall it looked like a pillar, FEATHERINE listened in on the nonsense being spewed from the mouths of the goat nobles. A black cat wearing a cape silently appeared and whispered something into FEATHERINE's ear. No, that is fine. Everything is going according to my plot. You need not inform my Miko. What is your game, FEATHERINE? The cat bowed humbly and vanished.
Featherine raised her wine glass high and laughed as she looked through it to the light of the chandelier, which was as beautiful and majestic as the moon. This is the gift! This is the gift she promised Angie! This should be enough to thank you for your excellent reading, child of man. Well now, just who is weaving this tale? Am I for you? Or are you for me? All according to Keikoku.
What do you think?
A trap. As Battler's group moved forward, darting from bookshelf to bookshelf, and avoiding the eyes of the cats, they found something strange. Written with a faintly glowing red substance was a letter and an arrow. K, that way. Hello, Les Mis, welcome to the stream. Hello, Anatar. I don't think I know you were there before. I didn't greet you before. I'm sorry. That's what it looked like to them. It could also mean kill. You ever think of that?
Do you think K means key?
Those marks only appeared when we got close. This is a message aimed at us. Beatrice!
Is there anyone here besides us who'd be willing to help?
I didn't think we had any allies.
Angie traced the red arrow with her finger. It was written with very faint thin strings that had been tied together. It is Beatrice! This red stuff, which stuck to your finger and tore away like cotton candy, had to be spiderweb. There is someone on our side. Okay, Oe. Please get some rest. Good night, Oe. Someone who's always been on my side.
How can you be so sure?
Yeah, I get it too now. Lambda. We can trust the person who wrote this.
Who would have thought Beatrice, of all people, who would turn good in the end? Even Beatrice! Wow, so the only permanent villains are really Bernkastel and Erika. Even Featherine seems kind of neutral. She's just willing to let things play out, it looks like. Hey, Jokono. Jeez.
She'll probably be able to guide us to the key safely.
Are you sure? Then let's go! We don't have time to be standing around!
Thank you, Mom. In the arbor, the argument over whether they should surrender or fight continued without signs of stopping. Every now and then a small fight would break out,
which fortunately ended up delaying Erika's third yawn. However, they didn't know how long they would have to continue this big fight. Keeping this high level of tension going was physically stressful. The instant they tired out and the tension faded, Erika would probably demand a verdict. They had to constantly appear to be trapped and agitated. It was a battle of weariness and tension. This is their fight. That goddamn hat! I'm sorry, every single time, just like her expression, like I could just like, so like I can picture her like she's saying,
Yeah, I'm wearing a pirate hat. Yep, I'm just totally wearing this pirate hat. You can't do a single thing to stop me. I am just wearing it. Yep, don't I look badass? I'm a pirate, the greatest pirate who ever lived. I am Erika the pirate, wearing a pirate hat. Don't even think about the back, or how my pigtails can get through it. Maybe I cut holes in the back to let my pigtails through, or maybe this is actually half of a hat with a strap in the back. You'll never know, because I'm wearing a hat, and my spike will never face backwards.
oh my god. Erika waited patiently. Now that she had tired of Teep, she was watching Renove perform some magic tricks and seemed to be enjoying herself considerably. Even Renove, who was usually aloof from the world, was fighting. Even if Erika got bored and had a tantrum, an all-out attack would probably begin at once. He was also putting his life on the line in the fight to buy time for Battler's group. As the fiercest leader in the argument, Beato wore out the quickest. She breathed heavily and her face was so pale, it seemed she might faint at any moment. Beato, hang in there. Your body won't hold out much longer at this rate, sugar. Pretend to suddenly burst into tears and rest for a while. We'll pick up the slack. I am still fine. I can do this. Just one more push. Let's go! So, who's up next? Who wants to be beaten down first? Oh my god!
In that case, I, Magical Chef Goda, am prepared! We must fight! It would be outrageous to accept defeat without fighting! As I've said from the beginning, fighting with all we have is the only option!
Oh my god! Oh, Erika noticed that, I bet. Motherfucking Goda.
Hold on a second.
Erika suddenly rose from her chair. Renove tried to coax her back into her seat, but Erika's attention was completely focused on those arguing under the arbor.
I am the detective.
The greatest detective to ever live!
My memory of what I hear is as good as recording.
Yep. We are aware of that, of course. You are quite an excellent detective. After all, the greatest who ever lived.
I'm not interested in you. Goda-san.
私の質問に答えてください。
I have one question for you.
はい。
Yes, ma'am.
私めが何かご無礼をいたしましたでしょうか。
Have I done something to cause offense?
No, I just really want to know, does this hat make me look stupid? Because I think it makes me look badass. Can you really just give me an honest opinion?
ちょっとお待ちください。
Hold on.
戦いを望まぬ者がいることもお忘れなく。
Don't forget that some of us are opposed to fighting.
私は降参が良いかと思います。
I think that we should surrender.
私がここに訪れて一番最初に聞いたあなたの発言です。
Those are the first words I heard from you when I arrived here.
ですが今、あなたはこうおっしゃいました。
However, you just said this.
ここは戦うべきです。
God damn it, Goda. You had one job! You had one job!
We must fight.
戦わずして敗北を受け入れることなど言語道断です。
It would be outrageous to accept defeat without fighting.
私は最初からここは戦い抜くべきだと申し上げております。
As I said before, from the beginning, fighting with all we have is the only option.
そう言いました。
That's what you said. That's what you sound like.
いや、そんなことも申し上げたでしょうか。
Well, did I say that?
議論の中で意見が変わることも時にあるかと思います。
It is hardly strange for an opinion to change in the course of a discussion.
そうですとも。
Indeed!
他の皆さんも先ほどからどちらがいいか迷っておりまして、時に意見を変えられることも。
All of us have been feeling doubts about our position lately, so an occasional change in opinion wouldn't be.
いいえ。
No.
あなたたちの議論は一貫して誰も意見を変えていません。
From beginning to end, no one has changed their opinion in this argument.
たった今、唐突にゴーダさんだけがその主張を逆転させました。
Goda-san alone flipped his position 180 degrees.
しかもゴーダさんに対する他の人間からの発言を振り返っても、彼が主張を逆転させるに足るものがあったとは思えません。
Furthermore, I can't imagine that any of the statements made by the rest of you were sufficient to make Goda-san switch his position.
An uncomfortable, moist wind blew by. Everyone was silent, frozen as their time had stopped. In that silence, Erika continued with a blank expression.
以上から導き出される推理は2つです。
This can lead us to two conclusions.
1つは、ゴーダさんにもともと意見はなく、その場の雰囲気で適当なことを言ういい加減な人間であること。
Yeah, Nagels, that's basically the truth. Arguing about positions usually just makes people dig in and believe even stronger in their original position. Like, that's what debate generally does. Very rarely would debate change someone's opinion.
Oh my god! First, it may be that Goda-san has no opinion, and is just a loser who will say anything that goes with the flow, which is probably the right answer.
もう一つは、ゴーダさんに限らず、そもそも誰も意見などなく、議論そのものがあなたたちの目的であるというものです。
Second, it may be that none of you has an opinion, and that this entire argument exists only for its own sake.
それは考えすぎではないか。
Aren't you overthinking this a bit?
わらわたちは必死に今後の運命を議論している。
Here we are, in a desperate debate that will decide our fate.
時に普段は考えられぬ心変わりがあってもおかしくはない。
I hardly think it's strange that some people would act abnormally under such pressure.
意味もなく議論を延長することに意味があるとすれば、時間を稼ぐこと。
The only reason for prolonging a meaningless argument is to buy time.
あなたたちは時間を稼ぐと何が有利になるのです？
Do you have anything to gain by buying time?
ラムダデルタ教の援軍がやってくるからですか？
Is it because Lady Lambda Delta's reinforcements will come?
それも違います。
That can't be true either.
なぜならあなたたちは先ほどから
After all, it's in time now.
時折ラムダデルタ教やバトラに話しかけているのですが、それに対する返事が一度たりとも私の耳に聞こえません。
I have heard all of you speak to Lady Lambda Delta and Battler occasionally, but not once have I heard them reply.
以上すべてから考えて導き出される推理は一つです。
Taking all of this into account, we are left with only one conclusion.
That Lady Lambda Delta and Battler are not here right now. And that these people have won Lady Lambda Delta's assistance, with Lady Lambda Delta and Battler probably planning to sneak into the City of Books. In which case, their goal is probably to steal back the Golden Key and Angie. And your plan was to act as bait and buy time until their mission was complete.
ただゴーダさんがセリフを言い間違えるだけで。
But because of Goda-san's single poorly chosen lines fucking everyone up, and putting all your lives forfeit so that even your souls will be ground to dust in the eternal ether of the outerverse.
フルドエリカにはこの程度の推理が可能です。
This level of reasoning is possible for Furino Erika.
いかがです？
What do you think?
皆様方。
Everyone.
With a blank yet ruthless expression, Erika spoke these words and returned to her seat. Everyone else was frozen, unable to move. No one spoke. However, time was moving. As evidence, a bead of sweat dripped down someone's cheek, fell, and hit the table with a tiny yet audible splat.
Oh no, the seven stakes! They're trying to fight, oh god! Then, frozen time shattered, and in the same instant, the white chair Erika had been sitting in broke apart. The stakes of the Seven Sisters of Purgatory and the high-velocity rounds from Chester Sister's core hit the chair at exactly the same time. A few months after that, the Erika sitting in that chair faded and vanished. After Revenge! She's fast! Kill her! Oh god, you guys don't stand a chance! Oh god!
I was wondering when I get to pull this out.
Alright, time for the War of the Wives! Woo! In an instant, Erika had moved to a spot behind the chair. Her expression remained as blank as it had been before. However, now there was now something in her hand that hadn't been there. As the seven lightning strikes of the seven sisters raced at her once more, she batted them all of them away with her scythe. Her power level is too high.
That was one hell of a farce.
でも紅茶は美味しかったですよ。ごちそうさまです。
But the tea was good. Thanks for the meal.
では皆さんの意見は最初から統一されているようですし。
Well, now it seems like you've all been in agreement since the start.
改めましてお返事をお伺いしましょう。
Allow me to ask for your answer once again.
Erika lifted her left hand, the one that wasn't holding the scythe.
Very well. Oh, sorry. Damn pauses. Allow me to answer.
Woo!
This golden land belongs to me, to all of us. If you enter with your shoes on, we'll give you a proper welcome. In other words, to put it elegantly.
All cannons prepare to fire. 目標 Target the Golden Land.
噌汁で顔洗って出直してきやがれ
Wash your face in miso soup! Shoot him dead! Yes, thank you. See you around. Meow. Nyan. I bet she's doing that thing with her hand, too. Berncastle set down the receiver and crossed out yet another name on a list of LambdaDelta's notable friends. Something was wrong. Not a single person she called had heard anything from LambdaDelta. They weren't just playing dumb. They really knew nothing about the strange ruckus LambdaDelta was trying to stir up. Even Berncastle was starting to suspect that something was fishy. Then a black cat left and meowed a frantic report. Lambda and Battler aren't in the Golden Land! She tore the phone receiver from its stand. The number she dialed was short. It was probably an internal line. However, after listening to it ring several times, she slammed the receiver down again, finally managing to break the phone. Gather all the cats who aren't busy. This is an emergency! The cats I had guarding the key aren't responding! Lambda! Berncastle, overwhelmed with emotion, kicked the table over. No more snoo-snoo for 100 years! Then the room finally grew bright. It was like a green sunlight. A bright green light waved about, giving the illusion that a green sun was rising and lighting the room up. It was a sign that Berncastle's army had been given an emergency summons. Whoa! Come, my kitties! It's time for a witch hunt! Time to do some translation! That kid always smells like candy, so you'll find her pretty fast! The first cat who finds her gets a human form and a witch's title! What was now an emerald green nebula let out a roar of delight that shook the bookshelf cliff. Something's chasing us. What is that? A green sun?
Hide! They know!
The three of them frantically hid behind a bookshelf. Thank you, we're a little less than 2/3 of the way through the chapter. Okay. Well, that makes sense given we had the late start, you know, because it's only an hour and 45 minutes into this stream, so that makes perfect sense. It's probably going to be 3 hours around the stream, which is totally fine for me. The room with the key in it was straight ahead. They could see something glinting faintly in the darkness of that room. It was a glint different from anything else they had seen so far in the city. The color of the glint was gold. They had almost reached the golden key. However, if they went towards it, Berncastle would be right behind them, along with their vast swarm of familiars. Here we are! Final battle's time! In other words, they were trapped in a dead end. They already knew that the emerald green color came from the eyes of the familiars. However, it was almost beyond comprehension that this undulating green sun could be the same thing, and they could do nothing except stare in wide-eyed shock. The countless cats were passing through a ravine of bookshelves, from the very top to the very bottom. As they approached, they painstakingly checked the gaps between each book.
However, even this mind-numbingly huge task was accomplished swiftly, thanks to the sheer number of familiars. With the speed of a gust of wind, they carefully checked every nook and cranny. There was no way to hide from this green sun. That would have been as foolish as trying to hide from water on a sinking ship. Will we be able to hide till they pass us? No. At this rate, we'll be found no matter where we go. Battler was just about to leap out from the shadows, but Lambda Delta grabbed him by the collar an instant before.
Are you thinking of fighting?
No, but we'll be found if we just stand here. So we have to move forward. We need to reach the key as soon as possible.
You really think there won't be cats guarding the key? We'll just be pinched between them, and that'll be a way bigger pinch than anything Leon could ever do.
I believe in Aunt Eva. She's the one who guided us this far. I'm sure she took care of the guard cats too. She did. I agree. If we're going to be found anyway, let's try and get there as fast as possible and grab the key. If we can just do that, no one will be able to open the book.
So you'll rush in there and grab the key? And then what? That place is a dead end, right? You do realize that there'll be nowhere to run, don't you?
We know that, but the key will be our trump card. It's vitally important to Bernkastel too. Exactly, Battler has the right idea. If worst comes to worst, we might be able to use the key as a bargaining chip.
Bargain with Bernie Burns? Are you loco? You're insane!
But if we hide here, we'll definitely be found. In that case, I'll take a bet on that 1,000,000,000 chance. That sounds familiar. We'll get the key and have that be our trump card.
So you're playing for a miracle? To win against the Witch of Miracles?
Picking a winner out of astronomically bad odds. That's the Uchiramiya family's magic!
I've got really good eyesight, so let me enlighten you. Can you see those magic circles around the golden key? That's a simple barrier, but a pretty strong one. It'll break if you just touch it.
Damn, that sucks! Oh my god.
That is the sort of annoying seal that'll take exactly 1 hour to feed, whether a great witch or a lowly human does it. It's still over an hour before the ceremony begins. In other words, we won't be able to touch the key unless we can buy time for a whole hour.
Holy shit.
エヴァおばさんはきっと見張りの猫たちをやっつけた時
That's true.
魔法陣を壊してくれたに違いないわ。
That's true, Angie. When Aunt Eva took out the guard cats, she must have broken the magic circle too.
1時間はかからないはず。
It probably won't take an hour.
見る限りまだ魔法陣は健在ね。
Damn!
As far as I can see, the magic circle is still intact.
残念ながらエヴァがそうしてくれたとしてもそれは1時間以内の話みたいよ。
Sorry to say it, but even if Eva did touch it, it was less than an hour ago.
1時間なんてちょろいもんだぜ。
Well, what's an hour?
少なくともそれだけ粘れば手に入るという明白なゴールがある。
At least we know we can grab it if we manage to stick around that long.
そうね。
Yeah.
いいじゃない。1時間の鬼ごっこ。
Sure, let's play tag for an hour.
私、こわもてに追いかけ回されるのには慣れてるの。
I'm used to getting chased around by thugs.
あんたたち札付きのパー揃いね。
You two are really out of your minds. I love it.
ベルンとあの数の猫を相手に本気で鬼ごっこをさせてもらえると
You're really planning to play tag against Bernie Burns and all of her cats.
確率が 1% でもあるなら
If there's even a 1% chance.
俺たちが絶対に
You
そ
can
れを掴み取ってやる。
you can be certain that we'll grab it.
The difference in enthusiasm between the siblings, who had everything to lose, and Lambda Delta was immense. However, Lambda Delta was no coward. She was a great witch of the Senate. If she surrendered, she wouldn't be able to escape severe punishment, but she would be forgiven after a few hundred years. Why would she, after being thrown into a stormy sea while clutching a buoy that could save only her, decide to throw that buoy away? No living person could be as determined as those siblings, who were already fighting for their lives. No one could blame Lambda.
ああもう本当にバカだわあんたたちは。
You two really are stupid, you know that. But you're stupid in that freaking idiot hero anime protagonist kind of way.
仕方ないわね。
Oh well.
1% よりもうちょっと確率が高くなる作戦を教えてあげるわ。
Why don't I tell you about a plan that's got a bit more than a 1% chance of working?
ズバリなんだと思う？
How does that sound?
The two siblings looked at each other. However, they both thought that any plan that would be worth listening to, even if it would only raise their chances by 0.0001%.
生贄よ。
A sacrifice.
ベルンは猫だから逃げる獲物は追うけれど逃げない獲物は殺す。
Bird is a cat. She'll chase fleeing prey, but she'll also kill prey that doesn't flee.
それもネチネチといたぶってね。
And only after toying with it first.
最悪ね。
Cats are terrible people.
しかしそれが本当なら
Still, if
かけ
that's
る価値はある。
still if that's true, it'll be worth betting on.
生贄を一人。
Let's have one sacrifice.
じゃんけんで選びましょう。
We'll decide with rock, paper, scissors.
負けた子はベルンをたっぷり挑発して笑わせて殺されて1分1秒でも時間を稼ぐ。
Whoever loses has to go taunt Bernie Burns, then get laughed at and killed. All to buy as much time as possible.
それでいいわね。
Does that work for you?
じゃんけんはいらない。
No need for rock, paper, scissors.
俺がやる。
I'll do it.
エンジェとラムダ。
You two go on to the key room.
Oh, god damn it.
ダメよお兄ちゃん。
No way, Oni-chan.
私がやるわ。
I'll do it.
元はといえばこれは私の責任。
This is all my
ベ
responsibility.
ルンカステルの言葉に耳を貸し心を許した私の責任なのよ。
I was the one who listened to Burncastle and trusted her.
だからあいつに一言くらい言ってやりたいのよ。
So I've got a thing or two to say to her. Yeah! Woo! Yes! Oh my god! I was waiting for this! Angie! Finally to get a revenge against Bernkastel for everything she's done to her! Both Battler and Angie decided to be the sacrifice and wouldn't listen to the other.
See? You need rock, paper, scissors to decide, right? If you don't have quickly, we won't even have a chance to use this plan. They'll be here at any moment.
Okay. Either Angie or I will be the sacrifice.
Lambda Delta 残った方を連れて鍵を奪ったら黄金鏡に連れ帰ってやってくれ。
Lambda Delta, you'll take whoever's left, steal the key, and take them back to the Golden Land.
I won't let you do it. Honii-chan.
ふざけやがって。
Quit joking around!
たまには兄らしいことをさせやがれ。
You've got to let me act like a big brother at least once in a while!
There's no time! Rock, paper, scissors, single round! I'm super paper, so of course we'll start with that! Got it, you two?
They're in the huddle again. Fine.
Angie, 恨みっこなしだぜ。
No regrets, okay?
3, 2, 1, paper!
It really was a stupid kid's game of rock, paper, scissors. Since they'd promised to start with paper, this was a chance to make a surprise attack and use something else. However, both Battler and Angie chose rock, and yet it wasn't a tie. Because in addition to those two rocks, was one person who chose scissors. After staring stupidly at their fists and those scissors, they looked at her. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! Armura, I remember when Lambda was a bad guy. It's unbelievable. Holy shit! Lambda! You're gonna fight your girlfriend to help them. Oh my god. What character development! Oh my god.
Ah, dang.
最初はパーだからチョキ出して一人勝ちしてやろうって思ったのに。
Oh my god, Lambda.
We were supposed to start with paper, so I figured I'd use scissors and beat you both.
やっぱりパーはパー出してなきゃダメね。
I guess paper should have stuck with paper.
There had been no reason for Lambda Delta to join in on our game. This wasn't the time for a joke like that. Battler and Angie, trying to lose, chose rock. Lambda Delta alone chose scissors.
あんた、わざとチョキを。
Don't tell me. You intentionally.
お前に死なれたら、俺たちは黄金鏡に帰れないだろうが。
If you die, we can't even get back to the Golden Land!
こんなの無効だ。
It doesn't count!
ほら、これで大丈夫でしょ?
Well then, you can just use this.
When Lambda Delta made a clenched fist, a palely glowing fragment appeared there, and she gave it to the pair of them. She is the only one who can fight on equal terms. Battler had seen one of these before. It was a magic fragment like the one Erika had used before disappearing, which would allow one to cross the sea of fragments.
それがあれば、二人とも黄金鏡に帰れるわ。
With that, you'll be able to return to the Golden Land.
それに、これが一番の人選なのよ。
And anyway, I'm the best person for the job.
あんたたちじゃベルン相手に数秒と持たないだろうし。
You two probably wouldn't last a handful of seconds against Burn.
私なら1時間どころかひょっとしたら勝っちゃうかもね。
If it's me, not only will an hour be no problem, but who knows, I might even win.
あの子には借りがあるし。
And I owe one.
今度は私の勝ちってことにしてイーブンにしないと。
I've got to make this my victory and even the score.
アウェイは辛いわね。
Still, away games are such a pain.
My God! The title of this episode! Oh my God. Wow, I did not think you'll be going in this direction too. Lambda Delta pretended to complain as she stood up straight.
じゃあ行ってくるわ。
Anyway, see you in a bit.
私目立ちたがり屋だからやっぱ感激者は無理だったわ。
What character development?
I guess a show-off like me couldn't stick to being a spectator after all.
ごめんね、出番を奪っちゃって。
Sorry for stealing your time to shine.
あんたたちのゲーム最後まで感激できないのは残念だけど、
It's sad that I won't be able to watch your game until the end.
もう筋書きは教えてもらえたから見る必要もないわ。
But I've already been shown the script, so I'm not missing nothing.
ラムダ。
Lambda. Then, with her broadest smile and a wink,
あんたたちのハッピーエンド。
This is your happy ending.
もう先が読めちゃったから見なくても分かっちゃうわ。
I've already figured out what happens next, so there's no need to watch.
じゃあね、また会いましょうね。
I'll see the two of you again.
あんたたちのハッピーエンドのクレジットロールでね。
In the credit roll of your happy ending, that is.
待って。
wait! Lambda Delta snapped her fingers, and the two of them turned into Compado candies. Oh my God. She picked them up, took aim at the glint of the golden key, and flicked them away. That way they should be able to reach the key without Berncastle noticing. Dang, what terrible luck! What were the odds of them both playing a rock against my scissors? Oh, yeah, I know. It wasn't nice of me to test you like that. Sorry, you two. Whoa! Oh my God. And then Lambda Delta's body was lit up by an emerald green light. When she turned around, the cat's eyes and Lambda Delta's met. Lambda Delta grinned and waved. There was a fierce roar and several bright flashes.
何事?
What in the... Oh my God! A chain of explosions flashed by one after another, enveloping Berncastle and her pack of familiars in an instant. They were multicolored fireworks, or rather multicolored candy that bursted with a flash and scattered everywhere. Countless stick candies, sugar sculptures, cookies, and tarts flew in every direction, and each one of those split and exploded into hundreds of candies, each of which exploded again into a cloud of Compado. Oh my God! However, those sweets weren't sweet. The Compado was heavier than lead, harder than steel, and sharper than any blade. As the colorful cloud exploded outward, it blasted the entire pack of cats into little bits. The emerald green glints were scattered everywhere and sparkled like the night sky. And among them danced a cloud of pretty candies that looked like they go well in a Christmas tree. It was sufficiently outrageous and beautiful and cute to mark the great witch Lady Lambda Delta's appearance on the scene. Oh, if it isn't Lambda. I was hoping to meet you in the party hall.
I love you, Bunny Bones.
方が素敵でしょ。
Isn't whispering about love all the better if we're alone?
それはあんたの両手両足をもいだ後にゆっくりと聞かせてちょうだい。
I'll be happy to hear it, after I've plucked off all your limbs! With a jerk of her chain, Burn ordered her familiars to attack!
私の愛しい愛しいたった一人の友人よ。
This is my dearly beloved and my only friend in the world.
両腕の肘から先、両足の膝より先。
Her arms from the elbow down, her legs from the knees down.
自由に食いちぎって構わない。
You can chew those up however you please,
それ以外に傷一つ許さないわよ。
but not a scratch anywhere else on her. Holy sh... What the fuck? A whale? Oh my god! That is creepy because it's a baleen whale with carnivorous teeth. Oh my god. The crowd of cats undulated again, reformed into a single mass, and became the emerald green leviathan that would swallow up any more victims who snuck into the city of books. It was shaped like an impossibly vast whale. However, would it look like a whale from Lambda's perspective? She probably couldn't see of anything except an immense mouth about to swallow up everything.
素敵。
Simply wonderful!
私をベルンの愛で飲み込んでくれるのね。
I'm about to be overwhelmed by Burn's love, aren't I?
愛してるラム。
This is amazing! Oh my god! I do love you, Lambda.
あんたの手足をもいだらお尻から鉄串で貫いて私のベッドに飾ってあげる。
Once your limbs are gone, I'll skew you through your butt and hang you by my bed.
そして毎朝目覚めのキスを、そして毎夜お休みのキスをしてあげるわ。
Every morning I'll give you a good morning kiss, and every evening I'll kiss you good night.
本当に素敵。
Sounds great!
じゃあ私もあなたを愛で包んであげる。
And I better wrap you up with my love too!
What? Oh my god. However, Lambda Delta's war cry was swallowed up by the gold glowing, writhing leviathan in one single bite. Oh my god!
素敵ラムダ。
This is amazing! Yes, you are wonderful, Lambda.
あんたのその向こう水で命知らずでほんのりパーなところが大好きだわ。
I love that empty-headed way you just do things without looking ahead or worrying about your own life. Huh?
風。
Wind. At the same instant that Lambda Delta was swallowed and Berncastle was sure of her victory, the latter felt a slight breeze playing with her hair. The countless sweets that Lambda Delta had sent flying like fireworks, and which drifted about like decorations at a Christmas party, were flowing. No, they were converging on a single point. It was like watching a firework run backwards. Countless sweets rapidly contracted around the vast, closed mouth of the Leviathan.
Pretty birds, you never expected a guided scatter shot, did you?
A gigantic reverse explosion concentrated on a point inside it. Or perhaps it was more like countless candies showering the Leviathan from all directions like bullets. Inside that mass of green was a black swirl. That swirl was on a palm. On the palm— oh my god, look at this CG! On the palm of Lambda Delta, who wore a defiant smile. It was a mass of super gravity! Oh my god! All of the sweets, the cats, the whale, and everything else was being sucked into that one point and crunched. Oh my god! Finally we get to see an Omega level battle here!
I'll hold you tight! Get over here, Birdie Birds!
You're trying to suck me in? Oh god, that's hot. All of the candies Lambda Delta had scattered were getting sucked back into the black hole in her palm at unbelievable speeds. The reverse explosion of the oncoming candy whittled away at the Leviathan, crushing it inwards. Is she in pain or the opposite? God.
Come on, let me give you a hug!
With all her strength, Berncastle held her ground in midair, trying to resist this super gravity. For the first time, all trace of condescension had left her face. Even Lambda Delta's cocky expression was marred by the sweat trailing from her forehead. Oh my god, you guys! Because their power was so overwhelming, any victory would have to be instantaneous. If either relaxed in the slightest, they would match each other's strengths and get dragged into another dizzying long fight that could last for centuries. Oh my god, this is unbelievable! Oh my god, 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 oh my god. You're finally seeing an Omega level battle! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If either relaxed in the slightest, oh my god, oh my god. They would match us and get dragged another dizzy long fight that could last for centuries! James, he already did that in Sumi Horoboshi, remember? Well, not lesbian sex, but you get the idea. I think Ryuguchi loves that trope. Neither of them had any desire to go through that again, so neither of them showed the slightest mercy for their most beloved friend. By now, the Leviathan had been completely crushed and compressed inside the black hole. Berncastle was the only one still holding her ground. However, a windstorm of candy asteroids like the asteroid belt repeatedly slammed into Berncastle, wearing away at her girl's form bit by bit. I've got to go to get away, or I'll really... Ah! The thing flying into Berncastle's range of vision was a comet pelting straight for her, with a massive present box at its core and a cloud of candy surrounding it. My body! Oh my god! The candy black hole! Candy comet wiped out Berncastle along with her scream. Oh my god. It burst into little bits, and within a blink of an eye, it was sucked back into a hole of super gravity. Once it was all gathered in one place like a gem, it began to spin rapidly. It was flattened by centrifugal force, turning it into something whose shape resembled a galaxy. After swallowing all the cats and their master, it now looked like a wiggling, flickering emerald green galaxy that floated just above Lambda Delta's palm. The pocket of supergravity kept compressing it further and further, until at the end it became a single green, shining Competo. Then it fell, down onto her outstretched palm.
Sorry, Bern.
No way this is over! No way this is over! No way! No way this is over that simple. No fucking way. Either Featherine is going to rescue her, or she's gonna pull a freaking Beatrice versus Virgilia thing.
Sorry, Bern.
あなたといつまでも遊んでいたいから、いつもは必死のふりしてほどほどで遊んでるけど。
I wanted to play with you always, so I've always taken it easy and pretended to be in a pinch.
Lambda Delta had held the Compayto above her head and peered at it.
私、本当はどうしようもなく強いのよ。
But the truth is, I'm just impossibly strong. I'm just that badass. Yeah, witch's certainty. Number 1 OP.
ごめんね。
Sorry about that.
Oh god, I have a bad feeling about this. Then she pressed the Compayto into her pink lips, gave it a light kiss, and bit down. Oh my god.
ベルの味がしない。
I knew it! Uh-oh.
This doesn't taste like burn.
Lambda Delta licked her fingertips.
And trust me, I know what burn tastes like.
Exactly, Red Truth. There's more creator witches than just Featherine. Yeah, and they're not even the strongest. It's like, seriously. Lambda Delta licked her fingertips, then turned to face the empty air behind her.
Hey.
Oh boy, yep, I thought so.
I already knew. My beloved Lambda.
愛してるわ、ベル。
I love you, Bernie Burns.
嘘よ。
Liar.
あんたがいつだって私に本気じゃないって知ってたわ。
I knew that you never took me seriously.
じゃあ。
In that case.
本当に愛し合いましょうよ。
That was just their warm-up! Oh my god! That was just their warm-up fight! Oh my god! That was just hiding their true power levels! Oh my god!
Let's love each other for real!
お互い本気で。
Both of us. Seriously!
ああ、愛してるわ。ラムダデルタ。
I do love you, Lambda Delta.
嬉しいわ。本当に嬉しいわ。
I'm happy. So happy.
愛してるわ、ベルンカステル。
I do love you, Berncastle.
あなたを飴玉に変えて永遠に私の舌の上で可愛がってあげる。
I'll turn you into candy and cuddle you with my tongue forever.
どちらが勝っても私たちは愛し合えるのね。
This is fucking amazing. No matter who wins, our love will never fade.
それって本当に素敵だわ。それって本当に素敵。
That's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Okay.
愛し合いましょうよ。
Let's love each other right now!
With a crash, crack lines appeared across the sky of the Golden Land. And we're back to the other battle. Then finally the barrier of the Golden Land was breached by the fleet's assault. It was a bizarre scene. More ridiculous than anything anyone had imagined. The sky of the Golden Land shattered like glass, and a fleet of sailboats flew in one after another. They were crowded with goats pushing each other and spilling off the sides. Come on, let us begin!
This is the Golden Land's final banquet! A banquet. It wasn't some fancy metaphor, but a simple statement of fact. The overwhelming surge of goat troops came in like a tsunami. The residents of the Golden Land who stood defiantly were like a forgotten sandcastle on a beach. A fight between a wave and a sandcastle is not a fight. This is a banquet for the oncoming Vikings at a stand-up meal, the voracious, merciless goats. Holy shit. There's no way around it! Fire! Good! Come, goats! Bring destruction to all that has form! Stillness to all that moves! Despair to all who have ever lived! All those who could use magic fired it off at once. With a shout like a thunderclap, the goat tsunami rushed forward. Everything collided at once, and there was a brilliant and terrible explosion. Sparks and smoke, flying splinters and screams. For just an instant, the fierce magical cannonballs fired by Beato, Virgilia, and the Chester Sisters Corps seemed to halt the goat tsunami in its tracks. However, their numbers were so great that they didn't even flinch. The goat wave continued to walk over the corpses that had been blasted away, which had fallen to their knees in weariness. A mound of corpses piled up, and still more goats were shot down as they tried to cross it. So then, in a few seconds, it really was tall enough to be a tsunami. Pitiful! This Golden Land you built is nothing more than a sandcastle some kid left on a beach! Be swallowed up and disappear! Perhaps you should liken it to ripples beating meaninglessly against a wharf! A sandcastle getting swallowed by a wave? Just you try swallowing my castle! There we go! Woo! Beato lifted her hands, telling the pair of battle towers that had been hidden deep in the ground that the day of glory had come again. The goat tsunami looked up at it in shock. After all this time, the tsunami that towered over everything wasn't them. Virgilia can do this too. Fire! Woo! A thunderstorm of rapid-fire ballista rounds leapt from the battle tower gun ports. The goats let out a confused scream at the furious tempest that was bearing down on them. However, they saw something else too. Smothered that. Oh yeah, that again! Woo! Pulling out all the stops! In the sky, high above the tower, was a reaper astride a divine horse and backdrop by the moon. A massive spear the size of a tower in his hand. The great witch sitting on the horse by the reaper spoke. Welcome back. This world does not belong to you. Do it, teacher! The heavenly spear pierced the ground. For an instant, it looked like some divine tower was sticking out of the ground. However, that was the very last thing those eyes ever saw. The sacred spear was the embodiment of heaven's wrath, and the strength to bury an unclean city in a single stroke was unleashed upon the pack of goats. With a massive explosion that resembled a volcanic eruption, goats were sent flying all over the place.
やるわね。さすが魔女だわ。
Not bad. I guess they really are witches.
でもどうかな？
But is it enough?
敵はまだまだ来るわ。
The enemies keep coming!
やっぱり飲み込まれるのは私たちなのよ。
It looks like we're the ones swallowed up after all!
Oh my god.
にしちゃん、あんたたちは楽しそうだわ。
At least you two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
祭りは楽しまねば損ということだ。
How could one fail to enjoy such a festival?
どうやら我らの出番がなくなるということはなさそうだぞ。
It seems our time in the limelight shall not be stolen from us after all!
みてえだな。
Looks like it.
燃えてきたぜ。
I'm all fired up! Yes, the crowd of goats truly was like a wave pressing in from the sea. You might be able to split a ripple on the beach with your feet, but you can't split the sea. Witches could. However, that meant the other side also had someone who could split seas. Suddenly, smoke poured out from one of the two towers, and the ground shook as it crumbled. Damn! Of course, Erika with her scythe. What the hell just happened? Come on, Jessica, use your frickin' power fists.
あそこよ。
Over there, honey.
もう一方の塔の上。
On top of the other tower.
エリカ。
Erika.
そうだよな。今度はそなたの番であるよね。
But of course, it is your turn now, is it not? At the top of the other battle tower, Erika stood gracefully, wielding her scythe.
これで黄金鏡の魔女たちへの敬意には十分でしょう。
I'd say that's enough to show the witches of the Golden Land proper respect.
魔法など全てまやかし。
All magic is fake.
ミステリーに飲み込まれて必ず消えるファンタジーの砂の城。
It's just a fantasy sandcastle that'll always vanish when mystery swallows it up.
楽しかったですよ。魔法ごっこ。
Playing witches is pretty fun though.
なんだか幼かった頃、近所のお姉ちゃんたちとこんな遊びをした気がします。
I think I remember playing something like this with some older girls from the neighborhood when I was younger.
だからもうこれでおしまいにしましょう。
So, let's bring this to an end.
ここからはあんたたちが絶叫を聞かせてくれる番です。
Now it's time to hear you scream.
Erika threw that pretentious pirate hat she had been wearing this whole time into the sky. Oh, no more pirate. Oh, jeez. With the moon behind it, Erika's form, her afterimage, vanished from the tower's peak.
どこに？
Where is she?
レーダー捕捉してます。
We have her on meter.
戦闘兵器ね。
She's on the side of the tower.
Oh my god! Whoa! What? I swear, that is one of the best CGs in the entire game. That is a thing of beauty. Oh my god, wow. That looks amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god. Shaking with a wild, joyous laughter, Erika dashed straight down the tower. She swung her scythe like a baton. And as she passed along the tower's wall, its gunports, walls, pillars, and everything was crushed, leaving a trail of smoke. So from the sidelines, it looked as though a line of smoke suddenly split the tower from top to bottom. The golden arrows of the Chester Sisters' Corps chased after Erika like golden threads in a sewing machine.
You monster!
言われ
Get yourself soda and Brian, yeah! Good! Good, good, good! Good, good, good!
Even the golden arrows couldn't catch up with Erika. Finally, Erika reached the bottom of the battle tower, and empty cartridges were ejected from the golden bows. Burst! Useless tower! Isn't that the phrase? Erika, who had now landed on the ground, slowly stood up and tapped the tower behind her with the handle of her scythe. The tiny tap got the final string that held the tower together, and the whole thing fell in on itself with an earth-shattering crash. Once again, the dark tsunami rumbled forward through the rubble and smoke. I am Furudo Erika, Witch of Truth! This moment marks the dismantling of the Golden Land by the truth! Hey, you're stealing Will's line! Dust to dust! Illusions to illusions! I'll end your daydream for you! Come, try and remember, ghosts! Remember how you died so long ago! Oh my god. The goat tsunami swallowed everything up. When she saw them sink under the black sea of goats, Erika guffawed from the top of the debris of the tower. Come on now! Kill them! Massacre them all! Cut off all their heads and stick them on spears! Ghost of 1986! The time has come for the whirlpool of truth to swallow you whole and erase you! So long! Oh my god! I can't believe it, you guys! We are really Angie's choice. Oh my god. Oh my god. This has been so fucking amazing! Next time, I really think that we're gonna get like a 4.5 to 5 hour long stream to finish the main story of Umineko. It has been a pleasure, one of the greatest pleasures of my life, reading this along with you guys. Seriously, this whole story, I will never forget this as long as I live. Next time, we are going to basically almost finish the main story, I think. I think really there's going to be 2 more streams for Umineko. You guys, thank you so much for joining me with this. Oh my god. G-chan, if you feel tired, then by all means you can leave early. Seriously. This isn't your responsibility. I love this song, though. It sounds like Gustav Holst. A bit. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, you guys.
I love y'all too. Oh my god. Michael Pier, I think next episode is going to be a super long one. Probably like a 4 or 5 hour stream. And the one after will probably be the final Umineko. Next time. I cannot wait. But also, it's really sad. I don't want Umineko to be over, you guys. How do I think this is all gonna end, Les Mis? I have no idea, honestly. Oh, Chubbs. Welcome to the stream and thank you. Yeah, I want to say I want the last stream to be a normal Link stream, so I have enough time to give my final thoughts. And I'm not tired at that time, and I'm too tired to give my final thoughts. So the last stream is going to be a normal Link stream. Next time will be a big one. Because I know the word counts for the next chapters. The next chapter is a really big one. And then the tea parties aren't too long, but next time, you guys. Until then, in 2 days, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.